Hi, I'm Marlon Stokes. I'm out of Jacksonville location for paper transport. I'm on the South Board. I've been a driver now for 21 years, and I've been with paper transport for 14 years.
Wow. What initially made you become a driver?
Well, what made me become a driver was out of college, I worked for Enterprise Rental Car, then went to work at First Union National Bank, and then Hertz Rental Car, and then I went to manage a Florida title loan, and then I managed a limousine company, and my family's been in trucking primarily for the majority of my life. And so my brother told me to go and try trucking. If I don't like it, I can always go back. I got into it, and I figured out I enjoy driving, and I enjoy, doing what I do.
That's awesome though that you were able to like try all those different avenues first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What kind of schedule do you have right now?
For me, it's kind of tough because outside of trucking, I have a different lifestyle. So paper has afforded me the opportunity to do things outside of trucking. On the side, I do some volunteering with my wife's job. She works at a rehabilitation hospital, so I help out with some of the wheelchair sports, wheelchair basketball, wheelchair rugby, wheelchair tennis.
Oh, fun. So what days do you typically run?
My days are normally Sunday through Fridays. Most of the time, I think my 34 is normally on a Saturday.
Okay.
But it all depends, depending on how the freight moves. Primarily, I leave out on Sundays.
All right. Where do you typically operate in? What area?
They primarily keep me in Florida and Georgia, mostly out of Jacksonville and Lincoln.
Okay. Is that your preferred operating area?
Yes, yeah, because being out of Jacksonville, it allows me to be by the house occasionally during the week.
Okay.
And sometimes if I plan right, I'm able to have my 10-hour break at home,
Okay.
which is a plus.
Yeah, that's a good benefit for sure.
Paper allows me the opportunity to live the lifestyle I live. That's what I love the most, and the flexibility of being able to do things outside of trucking.
That kind of leads me into my last question for you, and I know we talked about your schedule, and that's a big reason, but overall, why PTI? Why do you choose to stay? What is the number one ultimate thing for you here?
I started with paper transport in 2004 when they were less than a year in the Jacksonville market. At that time, I was the 34th or 36th driver hired. And at that point, no one left. Well, it was a small pool, so we were only 35, 36, 38 drivers in the Jacksonville area, including Palaca. We had a couple drivers out of Palaca as well. And my truck number at that time was 126. Compared to now, my truck number is 1701. So within that time frame of starting in '04 to now, I've seen the growth in this company. Not also the growth, is the opportunities that I can see myself doing as far as not just being behind the wheel, but I've seen where drivers have left the truck, have gone into safety, recruiting, maintenance, and dispatching, and driver planning. But also for me personally, the friendships that I've developed with paper transport, which I know I have, which I can say that personally, I can talk to anyone in the company because the company does have an open door policy. So from the highest to the lowest guy in the totem pole, you can talk to those people. And then with paper, it's now a medium-sized company where when I started, it really was a small mom pop trucking operation. And with the growth, it's a mid-sized carrier now. Now I've worked for huge companies and I've worked for small companies. I've worked for the big ones and the little ones. And the way paper operates now, it still have that small mom and pop type operational feel to it, because everyone here, they're real personal with you. So if you tell them something about you personally, most of the time people do remember. Like a couple years ago, I turned 45, and I was celebrating my birthday in Barcelona, Spain, and I'm walking on the street, and I get a call, and there was someone wishing me a happy birthday, and I'm in Spain. I answered the phone, and it was the president of the company wishing me a happy birthday, and I was like, wow, I mean, really, who does that? So I was like, oh man, I was really honored by that phone call and that conversation.
Yeah, yep. I think that we have a fantastic president all the way down. I mean, all of our leadership is great as well, and it is nice to hear that that rolls over to the drivers.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, just yeah. So I mean, for the most part, I'm happy here. I'm like I said, my wife called me a prima donna because they allow me to kind of, allow me to live my life, the lifestyle I have outside of the truck.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know when I get behind the wheel of the truck, hey, it's time to work. It's time to make that money. And so whatever I can do, I think of myself not as a driver, but as an asset to the company, to where what I do can help the company. And then if I do a good job, it helps the company, and it helps me in the long run as well.
Well, thank you for your time today, and thank you for your honesty. And I really appreciate everything that you've said. And I hope you have a great day, great rest of your week, and drive safe.
All right, will do. All right, thank you. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too.